All right, hey everybody. Gonna check out some standard play here with mono red. I am fighting back and forth in diamond trying to get to mythic, and gonna go back to the old mono red and see if we can just burn some people out in a few turns. The reason it's good to use this kind of deck for standard is because the games are fast. You either win or lose very fast, so you can rank up pretty quickly. But I have my own take on this deck, so kind of similar to other people's list. I think the main thing that I'm using that's very different is I'm using this new card, Witchstalker Frenzy, which allows you to basically cast a 5 damage to creature spell for sometimes 1 mana, maybe 2 mana, so you can get the Shieldred off the board, anything big that they cast. So this is kind of my answer. Instead of using Nahiri's Warcrafting, I'm using 3 Witchstalker Frenzies. And I also have a couple of Urabrask Forge in the deck, which I find is a very good spell against games where they make it go long. Even though you're kind of winning and you're doing a lot of damage, this card can sustain you much longer than if you only have all these kind of one-cost spells and you burn all your hand out and then you just can't do anything. This new card, Godric Cloaked Reveler, the guy that turns into a dragon. It's pretty cool in here with the Urabrask Forge because this triggers 1 permanent every turn. So all you have to do is play 1 card and he gets triggered, or you play him and then this triggers and it triggers him to make him a 4/4 flying with this Dragon Pump ability. I have 1 copy of Squee just to have some cyclical threats. So if I have enough stuff in my graveyard, I can pull this out from exile. I don't really find that happening very often, but we're trying it. We have 3 Charming Scoundrels, which are also new cards that also help because you can add a Wicked Roll with these, so that 2 permanents will trigger the Godric. Everything else is pretty basic. Play with Fire, Phoenix Chick, Monstrous Rage, which is a new card. Actually, this is probably like the best trick in, I don't know, probably the best trick in all of Standard, or maybe ever printed, to be honest. Monastery Swiftspear, Kumano Faces Kakazan obviously is like the best card for mono red. So that's the deck. I've been blazing some really good games, so let's see if we can get a few of those recorded. And yeah, let's check the deck out here, see how it does in some ranked games. I think I'm like Diamond 3 right now. Had a lot of ups and downs this season so far. I was all the way up to Diamond 1 to almost Mythic and dropped all the way back down to Diamond 5. So, haven't really found a deck that speaks to me that much. I feel like the mid-range decks aren't doing very well, the mid-range decks I've been trying. Seems like the control decks and kind of like the mono red decks are doing the best. So, it's not the greatest start, but we kind of have a decent curve out, so we're going to keep it. I always run out Phoenix Chick on the play, even if I have, say, like a Swiftspear or something first, just because this is a card that you'd rather have die, so it's in your graveyard. You can potentially trigger its special ability. You can pay 2 if you attack with 3 or more minions, and you can get it back for 2 mana, so it's the least thing I'm worried about dying. Here, I think I'm just going to Mistress Foundry to get it online. Just going to attack in and hold up Lightning Strike for this turn. Most likely they're just going to kill my stuff, yeah. This Lightning Strike here to make use of the mana. I'm just going to put Godric out. Hopefully they don't have a Go for the Throat in hand. It's possible that they do, probably do. Okay, Graveyard Trespasser's not too bad. Does take away the Phoenix Chick. I think this is pretty easy here. I think I just run these 2 in. great way to get this Trespasser off the board, knock in for a bunch of damage. You can see how powerful the Monstrous Rage is. Not only did it give it the roll token and the buff, it also triggered this ability because it added another permanent. Really strong combo there. I think here we attack in and we'll remove the turtle with Witch Stalkers. 2 attackers. I'm going to just go ahead and straight up Witch Stalkers here. Get this off the board. And got them down to 5. I will hold up Play with Fire until the end of their turn to see if there's anything I can do with it that would be better. Vorinclef. Search for 2 forests, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Okay, so just a 6/6. Okay. I think that is GG. What I'll do is Witch Stalker and Play with Fire. Two attackers. I will Witch Stalker this. And then I'll Play with Fire it so they can't block. So I did all this before blocks are declared. And GG. That's the power of this new mono red. Be nice if we could get those two pips there on the ladder and get up to Diamond 2. Probably won about 10 games with this deck today. Maybe lost 3 or 4. So pretty good win ratio there. All right, so we've got Kumano faces Kakazan into probably into Feldon. And then we get another mana, Swift Spear into Lightning Strike, something like that. This is pretty good. And I'm on the play, so that's awesome. This is kind of what you want to see with Mono Red. It all is going to depend on if the opponent has the answers to what I'm doing. They're blue-black, so... Having the Kumano into a 2/2 drop gets you a 3/3, so it prevents you from getting cut down, which is nice. It's quite possible they have a counter spell here, so it might make sense for me to play a 1-drop into another 1-drop. So I don't just burn out my whole turn on the Charming Scoundrel. Okay, no counter spell. We'll attack in. I like to diversify my threats, so I will Monstrous Rage on the Etching here, so that the Swift Spear gets a buff. Okay, looks like they have nothing. Down to 6 on turn 2. Pretty strong. Okay, I have the answer to that. Let's see what else they have here. I'll probably remove something, which is okay for me. If I draw 1 mana, I'd be in really good shape. Like 1 mana would be ideal here. Okay, they're going to take away maybe my Scoundrel? I don't know. Lightning Strike, okay. I guess they don't want that going face, but I still have Play with Fire, so... Okay, I think that's probably all they have. So they're going to take 5 here. If I draw a land this game... Okay, that's GG. I just simply don't think that they can should be game. Yep. Nice. This is what this deck does. When the opponents don't have the answers on turn 1 and 2, they're usually dead. As long as you have a good opener. If you have a bad starting hand, you just can't get it done, but pretty good. All right, we'll do one more here, see how it goes. Nice little showcase video. Kumano into Bloodthirsty. Got some removal here. Yep, I mean, it's definitely a keep. Anything with 2 lands and a variety of spells, I pretty much am gonna keep. There's definitely some variance in the games. A lot of times you'll have to mulligan, and running very few lands in this deck, so this prevents the cut down, which is great. So now, if they have to go for the throat, they'll have to play it. They'll have to, I guess they can just make a choice on what they want to play it on. Okay, they're going to kill something here. Okay, so they go for the throat. They should have waited probably there. Should I Lightning Strike or Monstrous Rage? I think I'm going to Lightning Strike just based on mana here. They have removal, so.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Sadly, I do think I have to get rid of Lily. Maybe not. Let's just hit him in the face. Maybe I'll draw away. If I draw a another.
Haven't you ever
Well,
heard
this'll
of
work.
personal space?
We'll hit Lily here. I don't want to discard, but I also don't want to buy them a turn. I need Witch Stalkers for Shieldred. I can kind of afford to discard, but I don't have another monster. So I'm trying to decide what I should do here. I would put them down to 8 this turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would have lethal next turn. Yeah, let's just go face. If they don't have an answer here, I can just discard the Witch Stalker and I have lethal.
Don't overthink things.
If they have a Shieldred, it's going to be really bad. Oh, that just wrecked me. That's pretty much game. I think I'd have to draw into exactly Godric again, and then just draw gas every single turn to win this game. I don't think I've seen a Rankle's Prank played against me as mono red yet, and that just destroyed me. Nothing there. I'll give it a couple turns, but they have no good plays with Lily this turn, so they're not going to tick her up, probably. Beseech, they're going to get Shieldred. So pretty much game there. They had no way to bargain it, so that's good.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Okay, this is good.
You know,
Probably one of the better plays I could get there. I just need that to roll into some other things. They got a Trespasser. Maybe they screwed the Trespasser. Take away the Godric. Heal. Okay. Pretty good card against us, because it's hard to remove. You have to have something on board and then push through it with a pump spell. That's very bad. So that's probably the game there. I'll give it another draw or two, then I'll concede. You basically can't win from this position as mono red. If I drew a Forge, potentially I could stick it out for a few turns and see if something unfolds. But this deck doesn't have any card draw in it really, and from this position they can basically heal every single turn. They have removal to deal with everything I'm doing. So there's not much that I can do in this scenario to really come back. Resolve.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay. Beseech. Usually I would have conceded by now. Yeah, I conceded there. On the land draw there, I think it's just not worth playing the game out. But so this is a result that you will see, and it can be frequent if your opponents just have what they need to take care of you, and that Rankles prank just basically won them the game. So they had it and I didn't. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope this was interesting as far as the deck building and how to get some free wins in Standard, and I'll see you in the next video.